Hello and good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank all of you for being here with us. Today, we're going to go over the ATD Houston Chapter membership and give you an idea of what all we offer to our members. Before we get started, I thought it would be nice to do a little icebreaker. So if you want to, in the question box, or type a little bit about yourself and introduce yourself to everybody. Go ahead and share with us where you're from, where you're located in the city, your name, your job title or role, and a fun fact about yourself. To get started, my name is Sarah Packard. I'm a training development specialist for a mortgage company on the northwest side of Houston. I also am the director of the member onboarding director. And a fun fact about myself is I have lived in 2 other countries, France and Taiwan. Does anybody want to introduce themselves in the chat box? All right. Okay, so we have somebody at SLB, ISD at SLB. Okay. All right, so moving forward.
Sorry, Sarah, I do have to. Sarah?
Is the chat not working?
The chat is, I don't know if it's working or not, but I'm getting them coming through on the panel, the question panel. So I can just read them off to you real quick. So we have Claire.
Okay.
Claire Bradley, I think that's her last name, and she's an instructional designer in the medical center, and she says she's born in a bathtub.
Born in a bathtub. Interesting. I haven't met too many of those.
Gary Sadati, I think that's his last name.
Okay.
A VP of programs at ATD in Fort Worth. He works at TTI as the director of training, and he has family in Houston. And his fun fact is, looks like he's from Connecticut.
Okay, right on.
Let's see. And then we have Robin. She is out in Spring Branch.
Okay. So I definitely can't see attendees or any questions, just as an FYI. So you'll just have to let me know. All right, welcome once again, everybody, to our ATD Houston Chapter new member orientation. Today, we're going to go over all of the membership benefits that you have as a ATD Houston Chapter member. So we'll go over a little bit about the ATD Houston Chapter. We'll go into benefits, programming, and events that we offer, as well as networking opportunities. We'll tell you how to get involved within the chapter, some next steps depending on whether you are a new member, a member already, or a potential member, and then we'll have feedback and questions. All right, so ATD Houston is a chapter of ATD. We are completely run by volunteers. Our vision is to inspire talent development professionals to achieve their full potential. We have all kinds of great fun opportunities for us to improve and develop our knowledge as talent development professionals. Our mission is to grow talent development professionals through creative programming and networking so that they can discover and achieve unprecedented levels of performance in their career. So as you can see, here are the board of directors for 2018. And to give you an idea, we provide learning and networking opportunities to all of our members. Non-members are welcome as well, especially if you're not sure and want to get more of an idea of how the chapter works and who's in the chapter and what it's like to interact with everybody. We are volunteer-led, This is something that people do out of passion and a desire to not only grow within their own career, but also to help other talent development professionals grow within their careers. So we offer a lot of really great benefits to our members. You can join our chapter at any time. You can come to any of our events. There you'll get a network with other peers in the area. You'll get to enjoy some of our great learning programs and grow through all the different activities and opportunities that we have. Also, I wanted to mention a little bit about Power Membership. Who knows what the Power Membership is? If you can, raise your hand. All right, so Power Membership, if you had already guessed it, is a combination of having a membership to ATD, the international organization, and having a membership to the ATD local chapter, in our case, the ATD Houston chapter. So the chapter membership will allow you to connect with locals in your area. So in our case, you'll be connecting with other talent development professionals in the Houston area. And then the ATD membership will give you access to the international organization's resources and practical knowledge. You'll also get all kinds of great discounts on courses and international events and conferences. So here's a side-by-side comparison to give you an idea. ATD is going to offer a lot of industry-leading content from professionals around the world. It also provides a lot of career advancing educational programs. Furthermore, you can network online and through any of their events with over 40,000 members around the world. They also have a magazine, the Talent Development magazine, that they send out on a monthly basis, and they have e-newsletters sent to your email and webcasts that they do very regularly. You'll also be able to enjoy a lot of discounts in their store on resources such as books, courses. And then for ATD Houston, we have all kinds of programming targeted to meet the needs of our community. You're able to network with local professionals. We all know that learning takes place a lot in informal context. So being able to meet other people within the industry around you and being able to talk shop a little bit is definitely another really important way in which you can learn and apply new ideas within your own profession. You can also discover all sorts of career opportunities in the local area, as well as business development opportunities. So as a member, being involved in the chapter can make a big difference in your career. Like I mentioned, we have meetings on a very regular basis so that you can listen to guest speakers about different topics. They come from the business industry, the business world, all sorts of industries, the educational background, as well as from the local community. You'll get the opportunity to connect with your peers at all of our events. All of our events do incorporate aspects and activities so that you get to connect with other peers in the room. We also hold seminars, webinars, and workshops on all sorts of content. If you're interested in instructional design or if XAPI is something of interest, we have all sorts of opportunities on things such as that. You can also get involved as a volunteer, and you can also gain a lot of leadership experience when you get involved in volunteering. So we have a lot of programs and events that we offer our members. Examples of these events would include our general meeting, which is on the second Tuesday of every month. We do webinars, conferences, professional development events, and meetups. So the general meeting is our main meeting. We do it on the second Tuesday of every month. It starts at 5:30 and ends at about 8. They offer dinner. There is a minimal charge, so we do ask that you register in advance, especially so that we have the ability to provide the appropriate amount of food for everybody. And then we'll create time at the beginning and towards the end of the program so that you get to connect with your peers. We also will have a guest speaker who comes in and presents on a topic of relevance to the learning development community. So the next thing I want to do is be able to show you our website, because our website is an important tool in being able to connect with the chapter. So give me just 1 second. Oops. No. Sorry, I think my computer just froze up on me. Okay, so here we are on the ATD Houston Chapter website. As you can see, this is our home page. Up at the top, we have our social media links so that you can connect with us through social media. We have all sorts of great content on our Facebook page, our Twitter page, our LinkedIn page, and our YouTube channel. So please feel free to check it out when you've got time. If you want to, at this time, follow along by opening up a web browser. Well, actually, I think that might be a little difficult if you don't have more than one screen, but I'll go ahead and show you. So we have our board report. We do this on a monthly basis. Our president will put out a video so that you can hear some of the latest happenings and get an idea of what's going on within the chapter. On our homepage, we also list upcoming events. As you can see, we have quite a few. We also will list any other big news and information. So one of the big things that we're preparing for right now is the Talent Development Conference that comes up in the fall. I know right now they're in the process of reviewing speaker proposals and making selections on who will be presenting at some of the breakout sessions. And then also we have things like our awards. We are ATD Power Membership Award. We have won first place for large Power Membership chapters, so that's really exciting. And when we go to the About tab, you'll see that we have links to our membership, so you can get an overview of the members as well as find notes from the president and get a list of board of directors. We also have links to the ATD Competency Model if you ever need to refer to that. This can be useful when you're designing training and when you're putting together training for anything in the ATD community. We have geographic interest groups. Those are groups that meet in different parts of the city. Generally, they'll meet at lunchtime, so if you can't make it to one of our general meetings in the evening, this could be a really great alternative. They set it up during lunch every other month, and they'll have a speaker come. I think it's about $10 for members and $15 for non-members. We also have special interest groups, such as the young professionals and the career transition one. I know that we also have something for anybody. We'll set up study groups for the CLCP certificate. And then anything where you're interested in being a volunteer at some point, you can come here to fill out an online form. It'll give you a little information on the committees that are involved as well. And then we also have contact information and professional development stuff. So this is where the CPLP is. Sorry, I said the wrong letters. So if you're interested in signing up for events, I'm going to go back to our homepage and show you 2 different ways that you can do this. So at the moment, we'll go with being a non-member, and we'll say that we would like to go to the general meeting next week. So as you can see, you click on the link on the homepage and it'll take you to the event page. It'll give you a little background on the meeting and the topic. You have an agenda here, and then it'll also list what competency models what competencies this connects to on the ATD Competency Model. And then we have information on our speaker. And really great feature is if you do want to go, or if you're thinking about going, you can click this link here and it'll save it to your calendar. You can do it with Outlook or your Mac calendar. As you can see, it also shows, yeah.
Sorry, Noreen wants to know if you can go into a little bit more detail about the gigs and the SIGs. Like what exactly are they?
Absolutely. So geographic interest groups are specifically, like I mentioned, we can go back here. Give me 1 second. So we'll go back to this. I believe we have 5 of them. There's one in downtown, the Galleria, the Woodlands, the Energy Corridor, and then Southeast Houston. The idea for geographic interest groups is that you can meet more locally. Of course, you're welcome to go to any of them, even if you don't work in the immediate area, but you would go, they're organized every other month, and you can sign up to be a speaker if you're ever interested, or you can attend, bring your lunch, or sometimes they'll meet somewhere where you can buy lunch, and then you'll get a chance to connect with other people in that specific area. This is especially useful if you want to get involved, but it's hard to make it to the general meetings. And then the special interest groups, we don't have too many that I'm aware of, but I know we have one for young professionals, and they'll organize activities throughout the year. Usually the best way to find anything related to a specific special interest group is to check your calendar. I know because I have participated in the Young Professionals Special Interest Group that you can go to, that they did a book swap last year right before Christmas. And then for this, I don't know a whole lot about the career transition SIG. I'll make sure to take down your information from Sharita afterwards, and I'll look into getting more information on the career transition one and the technology one, and if there are any others. But specifically, these ones meet based off of a specific interest or commonality, such as being a young professional or being in transition with your career. And then it gives you a way to interact with people who have a specific interest in a specific area of the talent development fields. So just going back to our event page now to give you an idea of how to register. As you can see, I don't happen to be logged in, so it sees me not as a member. So I'm only going to get the non-member pricing, and I would click this link to register and follow through to complete registration and my payment. I'm not going to, at this point, go through the entire registration process. Come on. Okay. So then now at this time, I'm going to log in to show you some of the options and offerings that we have for our members. So as you can see, it now has my name up at the top. And then we get into looking at the event calendar. So as you can see, let's see what all they've got. So as you can see, we do have a couple of geographic interest group activities coming up. So if you're interested in perhaps podcasting, let's look at this one. You would be able to click on it. And then as you can see, because I am a member, I do have a member pricing available to me. So it would be $10. As you can see, this there is a person coming to present on the topic. So they're going to talk about podcasting and how to use that in training. And then it gives you the competencies that are related to the ATD Competency Model. And then you'll see a little bit about the speaker. It provides the address where you will be going and parking information as well. So this, especially if you felt like during lunchtime, it would be nice to get out and connect with some of your peers, and you're in the Galleria area. This would be a really great activity to do. And if you do sign up, then you can add it to your calendar so that you don't forget it. As you can see, if I keep going with it, it'll give me the option for member pricing. So I would select that I want to go as a member, and then continue the whole process. All right, so that's just a good idea of what the event calendar looks like as a non-member, and then as a member, we're being logged into the site. If you're interested in joining and are not already a member, this is where you can join the ATD Houston chapter. So we do have great pricing. If you're a general member, $125. If you and if 5 of you from a company want to sign up, then we can offer a rate of $100 per person for that corporate group. Students, it's $45, seniors, $65, and active military would be $45. And when your membership's about to expire, you'll receive an email so that you can follow directions on how to renew. It is not automatically renewed. And then you can just get back into the site and update everything. If you're interested in being a power member, meaning you want to be a part of ATD, the international organization, and you want to be a member of the Houston chapter, we have information available here. We do recommend that you go to the ATD organization's site. So I'll quickly show you that, where you would go. So if you were interested in joining, you could go to Join Now. And you would choose the type of membership. So for convenience, I'm going to go with this one. And then you can choose for how long you want the subscription to last. Of course, the longer you're willing to commit to it, there's more of a savings opportunity. So for now, I'm just going to go with that. Oops, I forgot to do the most important part. And then if you wanted to join a chapter, what you would do is you would type in the city, and then you would add that. And then you would continue through with the order. Given that I'm a power member and everything, there's no need to continue, but I did want to give you an idea. We do have a code that you can use as you're going through the process that I would recommend making sure you use. It helps you with the savings. So you save $30 on your membership, and you receive the ATD International membership. So then you'd have access to all of these great resources. This gives you an idea of what all you'll have access to if you want to look in more detail. And then we do also have ways for you to promote yourself or to promote any job opportunities within your organization, and a consultant directory. We also have sponsors. The sponsors receive special benefits as well if they sponsor the chapter in any way. We have different levels of sponsorship. And then we do have member-only content. So say you went to a meeting and you met somebody, but they didn't have their business card, or they've given out the last one already. So they tell you, come find me on the directory. I'm listed. This is where you could go to look up somebody. So you could look, for example, you could look me up here. As you can see, it has my information. And you can look up all of my contact information. If you're interested and already have if you already have a login and you're a member, I highly recommend that you update your profile. I'm going to show you where you go. So you go under your name, and then you click View Profile. And from here, you can edit your profile. And you can add any information that you want, give a little information about yourself, your company, and contact information, your areas of interest. This way, this gives other people on the site an idea of your interests and helps them with being able to connect with you. All right, so at this point, that pretty much sums up the ATD website. Also from here, if you ever need to change your password, you can do that too. So I'm gonna log out and get out of here. Okay. So once again, we have a lot of great networking opportunities. We all know as talent development professionals that learning is not only formal, but takes place in informal context. And so when you get the opportunity to connect with your peers, you get an opportunity to share your experiences, and you oftentimes will learn new ideas or approaches to the same issues that you're facing. So the ways that we define success within our chapter would be for you to come and attend one of our meetings so that you get the chance to meet everybody, start getting connected within the chapter, and expanding on any topics of interest to you. And then probably over time, you'll feel that you'd like to get more involved, to get more out of your membership. And I would definitely say last year was my first year as a member. And I went to several workshops, but I didn't really start to feel more connected and more involved until I started to volunteer for the chapter. I've gotten to know a lot more people and do a lot more as a volunteer. And over time, you may find that from serving as a volunteer in committees, you're interested in taking on a role of leadership. So then you can lead different aspects and then ultimately become one of the directors on the board. So we have lots of ways for you to get involved. We have so many different ways in which you can utilize any of your skills, especially ones that you may really enjoy doing, but you don't get to do in your everyday job responsibilities, such as marketing aspects or accounting or anything that maybe you want to gain more experience in to help you in some way. This is the way to do it. We'll have opportunities for you to help with getting people signed in, introducing yourself, helping with the events, event planning, marketing. We also are always looking for speakers. So if you would like to share anything that is your particular strength, then please feel free to submit a speaker proposal. We have a form on our website that you can fill out. It pretty much is very straightforward. You'll give an agenda and give an idea of what you're looking to accomplish. It's definitely a way to create an opportunity in which you can share your knowledge and experience and expertise. Here are a few of our chapter sponsors. So we have gold chapter sponsors and silver ones and bronze ones. So if at this point you've already signed up for membership, but you haven't gone to an event, what do you do? If you are thinking about a membership, but you still aren't sure, what do you do? So if you're a new member, we encourage you to update your profile on the chapter website. We encourage you to spend some time exploring our website and the social media content that we've got out there, and definitely make sure to attend an event so you can start connecting with other people in the local community. If you're a potential member, we invite you to attend an event. We want you to be able to talk with other members and get an idea of their experience and why they feel that having a membership is worth it. You can also reach out to me or anybody else that is a volunteer to get more information on our membership and ask questions. And then also, if you like what you're experiencing and hearing and seeing, then we definitely recommend that you apply for a membership. Does anybody have any comments or questions at this time?
We have a question. Let's see.
Okay, great.
Gary says, thank you, Sarah. Could you please share the recording of this webinar. It's been very helpful.
Yes, we'll definitely have that up on our YouTube channel, and I'll get in touch with you about that once it's up. Any other questions or concerns or comments?
I don't see any coming through just yet.
Okay. Well, we pretty much have reached our time. I don't mind going over, but.
No, I don't see any questions coming through.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for your time and your patience and interest. And I look forward to hearing more from you and meeting you at an event in the future.
Sarah, I spoke too soon. So,
no worries.
Noreen, I really hope I'm saying your name correctly, says, can you share more details on volunteering for the tech conference?
Okay, so the tech conference this year's has already passed, but at the end of the year, I would definitely make sure you're in touch with the people who are involved in organizing conferences. I can actually look into and get you in touch with that person sooner so that you can help with the tech conference next year. The one that we're working on right now is the main general one that comes up in the fall. And if you're interested in learning more about that and maybe getting involved in some way, I can connect you with that person afterwards. But essentially, because I'm actually helping with the speaker proposals right now for the fall conference, there is opportunity to review speaker proposals and help select the speakers. I know that they need volunteers on the day of, and that there's a lot of other things that are coordinated as well. Does that answer your question, or do you have more specifics that you would like to know, Gary?
Actually, that was from Noreen, and she said yes, connecting me would be great.
Okay, absolutely. I'll make sure to get your contact information and get you in touch with those people. Okay, anything else?
I think that's all. There are no more questions.
Okay, great. Well, thank you once again so much for your time. I hope that this was helpful, and I look forward to meeting you sometime at an event. And of course, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. My particular email is memberonboarding@tdhouston.org.